Speaking to Fox, Trump said that he will not withdraw from the 2024 election even in prison. Biden's mental state does not allow for candidacy. The chaos of exit from Afghanistan is the shame of the USA. A country called Ukraine has disappeared. Macron licked China's crotch. He said that the Nord Stream sabotage was not Russia's business and that Biden was responsible for all this. Donald Trump gave an interview to the mainstream media for the first time since he was duly detained at Manhattan Criminal Court in New York. Fingerprinted and the title of the first former U.S. president to be tried. On April 4, rejecting 34 charges brought against him in court and describing it as part of a witch hunt against him and interference in the election. Trump hosted Fox News' Tucker Carlson in his mansion and stated that he would never quit the 2024 presidential election race even if he was convicted. Biden can't afford nomination. I would never quit. It's not for me. I wouldn't do something like that, said the 76-year-old Trump, expressing his doubt that 80-year-old President Joe Biden could race in 2024. I can't imagine how that would be possible. It's not a matter of age. Pointing out that the Democratic Party's candidate could be Vice President Kamala Harris instead of Biden. Trump criticized his successor's policies such as withdrawal from Afghanistan, fueling the Ukraine crisis, and Nord Stream sabotage. Describing the chaos experienced during Biden's withdrawal of American forces from Afghanistan as one of the most embarrassing moments for the United States, in accordance with the deal he made with the Taliban in Qatar, Trump argued that if he were himself, he would have made a much stronger withdrawal. In the post-Afghan withdrawal report released last week by the White House, it was accused that Trump, who left only 2,500 U.S. troops in Afghanistan, severely restricted the way in which Biden managed the withdrawal from Afghanistan. After 20 years of war, on orders given in his final days, had been brought. Referring to his past meetings with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping, Trump said that he had nothing but positive experiences with the two leaders. And when asked if he had talked to the Russian leader about Ukraine, he replied, "The biggest problem is not global warming, it's nuclear warming." Calling for an end to the conflicts in Ukraine in his previous statements, claiming that it would never have started if he were in office. And warning of nuclear war, Trump drew attention to the fact that Ukraine was destroyed, this time by going from the denial of global warming to the nuclear warming thesis. France is now going to China. Trump, who evaluated French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to China, which marked the world agenda last week, and the message that Europe ceased to be a follower of American foreign policy, as Macron's kissing the Chinese President Xi Jinping, also said that Biden held responsible. Although the statements of Macron's visit to China caused unease in Washington, they were tried to be downplayed by the Biden administration. White House spokesman John Kirby said the Biden administration remains comfortable and confident about the awesome bilateral relationship we have with France. Praised the intelligence of Xi, Putin, and Kim. When asked about his opinion on the intelligence of Chinese President Xi Jinping, Trump replied, "The best. They are all top-notch. President Xi is a very bright man," and praised the intelligence of Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, but not Biden's intelligence. Criticized. Who blew up the Nord Stream? 45. The U.S. president answered the question of who blew up the Nord Stream pipelines carrying Russian gas under the Baltic Sea to Germany. The world-renowned, respected and award-winning U.S. journalist Seymour Hersh, who investigated the deactivation of Nord Stream and Nord Stream 2 by sabotage in September, said in the news he published in February, that the explosions were organized by the United States with the support of Norway, previously as part of NATO's Baltops exercise. He stated that explosives were placed in the pipeline system. In response to the Biden administration so far denying any involvement in the incident, Hersh has released a series of news stories that offer a clearer picture of how the sabotage was carried out. Investigations by Germany, Sweden and Denmark did not rule out the possibility of sabotage.